EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Right to the air is Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Stroud sets up the play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Parsons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
What a terrific example of what coaches call high discipline and trust. He saw the screen develop and trusted his instincts and made the move and helped swat that one away.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A carry here for the big tight end. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ferguson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Crowd keeps moving.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Cowboys 3, 49ers nothing.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now here's Stroud. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Aaron Donald getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On second down, it's Stroud. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st and goal. Now Stroud. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
You ready to rock again? Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's go, baby. Here we go. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. Once again, listen, baby. You know what we need, baby.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if they're throwing on 3rd down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable. There's through there with a nice grab for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mahomes firing complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play fake. Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. Now some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Mahomes. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes will throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The throwing again is Stroud. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Second and 10, here's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stroud. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Who's going to make a play, baby? That's right. Whatever it takes, I'm getting it. Hold me with that. Hold them out. Let's rock and roll, baby.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Pat Surtain getting down from his corner spot to make that play.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27. Third and 4. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Yeah, now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
At their own 19-yard line.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
42-yard line.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. Breaks through the contact. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there from McCaffrey. And a quite appropriate gain as well. 49 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And then...
And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Second down, Pollard again. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash. Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion, Hill. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find Lamb, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And Stroud now to throw.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stroud. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Lamb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Third and 1, Stroud. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got this to Jefferson.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Cowboys 17, 49ers 7.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CeeDee, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
It's game time. Nothing here. Get it, babe. Let's go. Come on, baby. Get it. Get it. Get it. Let's go, y'all.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Pollard again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Niners down by 10, a minute 47 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. First and 10. Here's Stroud. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd and 6 coming up. Stroud to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Now Stroud. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And
One side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.